Hey everyone, I haven't done screen recording for a long time, and I decided that I want to do this tonight because I just really do is for several reasons they have been doing this. So, with the weather forecast, this one is a freezing warning in Texas, and something has happened. So, right now it's 37 degrees, and it feels like 30 degrees, and it's gonna be cold in the morning, and it's gonna be in the 50s in the afternoon, and it's gonna be cold at night again. Because checking the weather is fun, and you're supposed to like to check your weather too. Well, I just know what I'm talking about right now. It's all that matters when the weather gets cooler, or if it gets colder because of that. And you're supposed to to turn your faucets on too. Because if you don't leave the faucet on, it will freeze up to death. It's gonna freeze it up to death. And you're supposed to do it too. And yes, yes, you shall. Yes. And I just noticed that I only mention only some of those weather podcasts. And they know that cooler weather is really important. We had some hot weather for so long, and I think there's supposed to be cooler weather too. But now the cold front is in Texas, and I simply don't mind because it was turning the faucets on so it will not freeze up. And that's perfect, you guys, because you know what? I think it's working this time. And last year, I really had some snow last year, and I'm waiting for it to snow again. Because they're supposed to be having fun in the snow too, and you guys supposed to be having fun in the snow too, like you did last year. But if you want to play in the snow this year, please let me know in the comments section below. So now in this video, I want to talk about some gay ships of I think I wanted to talk about is gay ships of like Glamrock Glamrock Freddy and Monty, and And another one, which is um Freddy Fazbear and Golden Freddy. And these are the ships that I am going to talk about. And if you don't like gay shipping, then it's really fine. But please please do not harass one of these. And I simply don't mind because it was very interesting. And yeah, so without further ado, let's see our first let's see the first Five Nights at Freddy's gay ship of Glamrock X Monty. Glamrock Freddy X Monty. Um, this one is a gay ship because this one has been around since that time of year. And what really matters is that this ship was sponsored in like 2019, and in 2019 there was like some gay ship between Glamrock Freddy and Monty. So maybe this will even like be there because of that. And maybe they noticed this one. So something similar happened. We have Monty, who is an alligator or a crocodile, or whatever you want to call it, perhaps. And we also have Glamrock Freddy, who is a bear because he looks taller. And he is taller than any other animatronics. And even though they have some fan fiction examples, we notice some fan fictioning examples, and maybe they never noticed what was happening. But did something know about what was happening? And the answer is yes. And oh my god, I think I noticed that something was really similar. And fanfictions are fun, and you're supposed to have some fan arts too. And then we noticed that happens, and they used to be friends, so well, they just have to be in love. But one of those ships that came out was this, and this, and this, and this, and it's one of those fanfictioning examples with them. They hugged, they kissed, and And that's an ending right there. But that's it. That is the ship. And what really matters, I don't think that shipping them is, I don't think they're sexual like they used to be. And I mean, what really matters is to be like a relationship in a romantic way or pair. And they really used to have like fan fictioning examples with that. And if you and for some reasons, um if you think that that if you think that some of the fan fictions are really sexual, then you are really lost. And I guess they really deserve love and peace, because what I meant to say is that they actually deserve this. And yes, they actually deserve this. And let us see the next one. So this ship has been around since 2014, and this ship as old as the game itself. And yes, because it was like until this one has been like around since 2014. And something that hmm well, all right. So something that similar happened. We have Golden Freddy and Freddy Fazbear, because most importantly, this one is something similar happened. We got Fredbear and like Fredbear Fazbear, and then we have like Freddy Fazbear as usual, who became father and son, because this one is Fredbear's son, and this one is Freddy Fazbear's dad, and then that is what happened. And this one is a relationship between like Freddy Fazbear and Golden Freddy, because they can be friends and they just don't have to be a pair or to be in love. But since it's the fan fictioning examples, I guess that they reveal mention only like the shipping part here. Because one of those fan fictions could only be like Five Nights at Freddy's fan fictions. I know what they meant by all this, and they really supposed to do this in many different ways. because in many different ways they do this. Um, they will always do this because this will be usual. And even though you're supposed to have fun with them too, because either though I was like been looking up pictures of Five Nights at Freddy's if I like. I guess they've been posting them for a very long while, and I am the biggest fan of them because I've been the biggest fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, and only for about like maybe 4 to 5 years, and I just know I'm the biggest fan of this because it was the time that only just I wanted to be the biggest fan. And yes, oh my god, I think I've been the biggest fan of this one, and they have like a Spring Bonnie and Fredbear shippings, like this, and this, and this. And I think it's one of them for even fan fictions. They do have some fan fictioning examples for many reasons, and they know that there was a relationship between them, and they just wanted to do anything. And they just wanted to spend time together. Because they wanted to spend time together. And they are still like a gentleman inside. And they just really do this. Well, some people don't understand this, but their first fanfiction could be other Five Nights at Freddy's characters too, like in a romantic way, and yeah, maybe one of those could be romantic and non-sexual. And maybe they noticed how they wish their luck. And as closing thoughts, they really know they really enjoy this, and most people enjoy this. Yeah, because many of those people will, and so can the fans. And even though if you love those Five Nights at Freddy's fanfictions, that is very fantastic. Like, if you're still a Five Nights at Freddy's fan like me, then that's wonderful. And if you're not a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's yet, that is fine. Like, if you still don't, then that's okay. Because, seriously, it's fan fiction. Alright, so I hope you enjoy this video. And yes, I hope you enjoy this video of screen recording. And thank you so much for watching.